All right. Hey, sixth graders. This is your third lesson over YouTube and over this break. If you have questions again, email me through the school email. Again, I will be having office hours. I will email to you, set up a special time for us to meet if you have questions. All right. Lesson 7.5 is titled Percents. Now, a percent, yes, we all know what a percent looks like, but what a percent is a ratio of a number to 100. Okay, so it's any numbers that, if it's a percent, it's always to 100. Okay, so percent means per 100. That's what percent means. Okay, so for example, 8% is equal to 8 per 100, or 8 out of 100. There's your ratio, okay? So that's an example of how you could say 8%, or what other ways of saying 8%, what else it means, okay? So example 1, write 40% as a fraction in simplest form, okay? Pretty easy, okay? If we know that it's 8 out, so for this example is 8 out of 100, okay? Your denominator is always 100. When you're dealing with percents, always 100. Even if the number is higher than, if the percent is higher than 100, it's still per 100. Okay? And then then our numerator is the number that's given to us. So that would be 40. Okay, so we have 40 over 100. Now, remember, it says in simplest form, so you have to reduce. Now ask yourself, what number goes into both 40 and 100? Which number is a factor of both 40 and 100? Let's say 10, because they both end in a 0. So divide each by 10. You would get 4 over 10. Can we still reduce that? Yes, we can. Okay? Since they're both even, 2 can go into both of them. So divide each one by 2. And our answer should be 2/5. That's our answer. That's the fraction. 40% is 2/5 of 100. Okay? Questions about that? Email me. Let me know if you have questions. All right, example 2. Up to 55% of the heat lost by your body can be lost through your head. Write 55% as a fraction in the simplest form. That's why when you take off your stocking cap sometimes in the winter, when it's really cold out, you can see steam coming off your head because there's so much heat that's being lost through your head. All right? Write 55% as a fraction, so you do the same thing. Number that's given, that's your numerator, and then it's over 100 because it's a percent, always over 100. All right? Now we have to put in simplest form again. What number is a factor of both 55 and 100? Pops right in my head. Since it's 5 and 0, 5 can go into both of these. So divide each one by 5. You get 11 over 20. Okay, and now you look to see if there's anything else that goes into both 11 and 20. Well, we should know that 11 is a prime number, so they can't share a factor. So it'd be 11 over 20. All right? Example 3. Write 24% as a decimal. Now, with this, your book shows you that you can divide 24. Now remember, percent, okay, it's by 100. Always percent is per 100. Okay, you can go the number that's given divided by 100. You absolutely can do that. You'll get a decimal then. Okay, easier way. Kind of a little cheat sheet. Okay, the decimal in 24%. Where is the decimal located in 24%? It's right at the end here, okay? Because since it's a whole number, every number has a decimal. Even though it's not shown, it still has a decimal. So since 24 is a whole number, it's at the very end. Now, how many zeros are in 100? There are 2, okay? And since we're dividing, we're making the number smaller, okay? So we have to move our decimal to the left twice because we have to make the number smaller, and we move it over twice because there's 2 zeros. So 1, 2. So your answer would be 0.24, or it'd be 24 hundredths. Now you can do this. You can divide it by 100. So 100 goes into 24 0 times. Subtract. Okay, before you drop a 0, bring up a decimal. Bring down a 0. 100 can go into 240 twice. Get 200. Subtract, you get 40. Bring down a 0. 100 into 400 4 times. You get the same exact answer. Instead of showing all this work, take 24, decimals here, 1, 2. There's your answer. It's that easy. Okay? Instead of having to do long division, you can just move the decimal over to the left twice. Okay? Example 4. This is the last example. The water frozen in glaciers makes up almost 75% of the world's fresh water supply. Write 75% as a decimal. Okay, so we have 75. Again, you can go 75 divided by 100 if you want to, absolutely can. To save time, if you would like, 75 decimal is to the way right. All right, since there's 2 zeros in 100 and we're dividing 1, 2, move it over twice. Our answer is 75 hundredths. Okay, now say that we have an example would be 12 and 5 tenths, and that's percent. 12 and 5 tenths percent, and we want to change that to a decimal. Okay, move it over 2. Our answer would be 125 thousandths. Okay, now say we have 1000%. Okay, our decimal to the way right, got to move it still to the left twice. Our answer would be just 10. Okay, that would be the decimal of 1000%. All right, just so if you run into that, I could see them doing, in your assignment, doing 125%. Decimals here, 1, 2, 1.25. That would be the decimal of that. I don't know if it'll go up to 1,000, but just in case if it does. All right, again, if you want extra practice, IXL is a great choice for that. Math Playground, fun math games online are also some good ideas to just keep you guys active in math. Play some fun games, things like that. All right. I'm going to start doing shout-outs in these videos. This shout-out goes to Catherine. She came to the school, had all of her assignments, wanted more assignments because she was done with last week's assignments, which is awesome. All right, way to stay ahead, Catherine. All right, each video I record, I'll be sending a shout out to one lucky student. Probably from now on, I'll be picking sticks. But since Catherine came to school, she was dedicated in what she was doing and looking forward to getting more assignments. This one goes out to you, Catherine. 6th grade, miss you a lot. Hope to see you soon. Peace.